Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Amy Esther here, and in today's video I wanted to share with you just something that has been on my mind lately. I have been going through a lot of new things recently, and I just want to share with you some thoughts about why I don't need to be healed in order to be happy. Those of you who have followed along know that I live with several chronic illnesses. I'm constantly in pain. In fact, today I am extremely sick. My husband had to set up all my lighting and my camera and everything today because I am really sick today from some treatments that I'm going through and just my normal stuff as well. And I feel physically so sick, and yet I am so incredibly happy. I feel like life is just as it should be. And I've had a lot of people tell me that they want me to be healed or they hope that I get healed, which is so kind and loving, and I appreciate it so much. But I want to share with you today why I don't need to be healed in order to be happy and live a beautiful, wonderful life. If you are new here, I would highly suggest hitting that subscribe button as I make videos about life with chronic illness and really how to live a happy, beautiful life while living chronically ill. That is what my whole channel is about. I teach you some tips and tricks on how to get more done, how to do more things, how to reach your dreams and goals, and how to be a mother, as I am a mother of 2 young children. I have a baby, a 4-month-old, and a 2-year-old, so I also have that on top of all these chronic illnesses. And I am happier than I've ever been in my entire life. A lot of people find my channel and they tell me one of two things: either that I'm inspiring to them, which melts my heart and also makes me feel very uncomfortable because I don't feel like I'm an inspiring person. So thank you very much. But it does make me a little uncomfortable when people tell me that I'm so strong and that I'm doing that I'm inspiring them, because I definitely feel like I still have a long ways to go in my life to being that kind of a person, but thank you so much. And the other type of people that I typically have on my channel, which is much smaller percentage, but in fact, just today I had a comment that said that they thought I was faking, that I couldn't be this happy if I'm chronically ill, and that I was faking my pain for views, which, first of all, if I really wanted views showing my pain, I would definitely be much more extreme. The chronic illness channels that do really well, that get millions and millions of views and go viral, are typically videos that are very extreme. This cute girl I found recently has IBD, irritable bowel disease, and she doesn't have a colon anymore. So her videos are very shocking and they're super awesome, and I think her channel is awesome. But my videos aren't like that. They are just normal life with chronic pain and fatigue. So if I was faking this pain, I would definitely go more extreme, because then I'd get more views. So it's definitely not why I'm here. That's not why I make my channel. And I'm definitely not faking my pain. I am in a lot of pain all the time. In fact, today is really bad, which is one of the reasons I really wanted to make this video today, because it's something I've been thinking about and I want to share with you. So I live with a lot of pain, and it is real, and I'm also extremely happy. I'm also loving my life exactly as it is. And recently I've had a few experiences with friends and family that have just got this topic on my mind. So my sweet aunt, if you're watching this, I love you so much. My sweet aunt is battling breast cancer, and it's a very bad form of breast cancer. I won't go into the details, but it's not good. And she knows that her time here on earth is coming to a close soon with this battle, and she has been battling this for a while, and it's not getting better as we would hope and prayed for. God has a different plan for her. And she sent me a text the other day that just warmed my heart and got me thinking about this topic. she said that when she got to heaven, she would ask God to heal me. And although this text just made me love my aunt so much more, I just love her so much. And I was so appreciative of her even considering that, like thinking of me when she's going through all this pain, she's still thinking of how can I help Amy in this situation, like the most selfless person you will meet. And it really did warm my heart so much, and I was so grateful for it. But my thought after I read that was, I don't need to be healed. I am so grateful that she would want to do that for me. And I do believe in an afterlife. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. But I also believe that sometimes God gives us trials that are for our good, that are there to help us and to help us to be a better person. There are some trials that I see, like my sweet aunt's battle with cancer, or many other things in the world, miscarriages, so many things that are just so sad and awful. The loss of a child, I could go on. There are some really terrible things in our world that I don't know why we have to go through that. There are people who make very bad, wrong choices that cause suffering to other people, especially children. That just breaks my heart, and I don't know why we have to suffer through that. And I'm not going to say that those kind of sufferings are all that God is trying to teach us something, because I don't always think that He doesn't want us to go through pain, right? But in my situation with my physical pain, I do feel like in a way it's a blessing from my Father in heaven to help me to become a better person, to help me to help other people, to help me to be more selfless. I've just seen so many blessings from it. And as I read that text, I really just started to think about why I don't think that God needs to heal me, and why it's okay if He doesn't, and why I still trust in Him and believe in Him and love Him if He never heals me. And then just the other day, some of my family members asked if they could do a fast for me. So what that means, if you have never done that before, is it's just a religious practice that we do in the church that I'm a part of. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and we believe in fasting, abstaining from food and water for 2 meals or 24 hours in order to ask for extra blessings from our Father in heaven. So we do pray daily, and then once a month, or sometimes on other occasions if needed, we will fast for that extra help, abstaining from food and water, giving up something physical in order to receive some spiritual blessings is kind of the idea of it. So whether you believe in that or not, it's okay. It's just that's what my family believes in. And so they asked me if they could fast for me. And I've actually had many other family members, other times throughout my chronic illness journey, of people wanting to fast for me or pray for me. And I always thought, at least back a few years ago, I always thought like I needed those blessings. I needed to have those extra blessings to be healed. I kept thinking I needed to overcome this. I need to get through it. And then I will be happy. And when I say overcome, I thought that the word overcome always meant that you get to the other side of it, right? You overcome a marathon by finishing the marathon. You get to the end. When I've come to realize that the word overcome, if you look it up in the dictionary, actually means to succeed in dealing with. And as I've been, had others pray for me, as I prayed for myself, as I have fasted for myself and others have fasted for me, I have been blessed to overcome these chronic illnesses, and not in the original definition that I thought was the definition of the word overcome, but in the true definition of the word, which is to succeed in dealing with, not to simply get through it, to get over it, to have there be an end to it, just to be able to live with it. So the reason that this has come up again, and that others have asked me again if they can fast and pray for me, is because I recently started a new treatment with a chiropractor, an upper cervical chiropractor, which is much different than a regular chiropractor. And I did not know that until I went to my first appointment. So I do have videos about it. Most likely they'll be up by the time this video goes up. I'm actually making this after my first appointment. I had my first appointment 2 days ago. And I think I'm going to wait to post this, so it might be a little bit before you see it. However, I just had my first appointment with him. My first adjustment, I should say. My second appointment, my first adjustment. And turns out that the bones in my neck are twisting different ways. And I was in a car accident 10 years ago. I'm going to go into more detail about this in another video, which I will link down below. But basically, I was in a car accident and it twisted my bones 2 different ways. And we think that is contributing to a lot of my problems. And I never really made this connection until I went to this chiropractor, that my car accident could have been linked to some of my problems. We know for sure it's contributing to my migraines, and I don't know as of yet, as I'm filming this video, whether it will help more of my chronic illnesses, more of my pain, or if it will just help my migraines, or maybe it won't help anything. I'm still not sure yet. However, I had my first adjustment a few days ago, and it made me so sick. All they did was move those 2 little bones back into place, and within 3 hours, I couldn't walk straight. I was getting dizzy and falling over. I was just extremely sick in so many ways, with stomach ache, stomach issues, nausea, extreme fatigue, like even more than I normally have, extreme muscle aches and body aches. I still am feeling very, very sick. In fact, I'm filming this video not feeling good. And today I have a lot of pain in my upper neck. So, point is, it made a lot of changes, which to me tells me that there was something wrong. There was something wrong that I would get that sick by them adjusting it back to the right place, that my body is trying to now adjust to where it's supposed to be. It's been living for the past 10 years off, and now it's adjusting to it. So, point is, I don't know whether this is going to take away any of my pain, all of it, some of it, none of it, I don't know. However, because of the effects I've had of it, we really think something's happening. And so I had some people reach out to me and say, we want to give you extra blessings. We want to be there to help you, that if this is your time to heal, that God will heal you. And I really felt like I didn't need it. Like, not that I'm not grateful. I am so grateful that people are willing to help me and they want to help me. But I'm in a place where if none of my pain ever goes away, I am still happy. I, of course, will be happy if it's gone and I don't have to live with pain anymore. I don't know what that's like. I don't remember. I don't know how that would feel or what I would do with my life. I honestly, it's kind of scary to me to not live with this because I'm so used to living this way. It would be a totally different life. Like, what would I do with my days? What activities would I do? Would I still share here on YouTube? I don't know what would happen if I was healed. And of course, I'd be happy and I'd be grateful. And I'm so grateful that people want to help and that people are praying for me and loving me. And it means the world to me. It really does. And I'm not saying that I'm not grateful for it. What I am saying is that I don't need to be healed in order to live the life I want to live. I've gotten to a place where I can be happy in pain. I can be happy with fatigue. I can be happy spending a good amount of my day laying on the couch. I can be happy with having my 2 children and never having more. I can be happy with having more children. I can be happy if the rest of my life feels like this or worse. I can be happy if my pain gets worse because I have learned to manage my brain around it. I have learned to not see my pain as a problem anymore. I, of course, see the blessings from it. I see, that it keeps me humble, that it helps me with my testimony. Every time I'm having a bad day and I'm feeling down, and I realize that I can't do anything without Christ in my life. And so it does strengthen my testimony, because I am a strong Christian, and that's a big part of my life. And it's brought me to all of you. It has helped me to find new friends, to help people. For those of you who don't know, I do some life coaching for people with chronic illness, particularly. And I've been able to help some of you guys one-on-one get to a better place, even without changing your pain. And I've created a course through the worst of my times. I created a course on how I was able to get here. So if you want more details about that, I will link it down below. But I've gotten here. I've gotten to a place where I don't need to be healed in order to be happy. And I know a lot of you watching this will think, one, I'm totally lying and I'm just putting on a smile, or I'm totally lying and I'm not really in pain right now. And I don't really feel like I might pass out as I'm staring at this camera, but I definitely do, and I'm going to lay down immediately. I'm actually like shaking right now. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Anyway, I know there are people who might watch this and roll their eyes, and there might be people who watch this and think, well, I'm never going to get there. That's just not me. I'm not a positive person. Well, you guys, it wasn't that I wasn't positive a few years ago. I was like the opposite of positive, even farther than negative. Like, I was depressed, lower than I've ever been in my life. I could not see joy in anything that used to bring me joy. It just wasn't. I was newly married. I loved my husband, and I just couldn't find joy in my life at all. And now I look back and I'm a completely different person, because I've been given this trial of chronic illness, because I've been given this pain. I've turned into a new version of myself that I didn't think was out there. Do I still complain? Do I still have bad days? Does my husband still listen to me whine about my chronic pain? And do I have days that are bad? Yes, of course. I'm a human. I'm not a robot. But when I'm in my upper brain, which I talk about more in my course, but you have your upper brain and your lower brain. Your lower brain is the part of your brain that kind of goes when you're not thinking. It's the fight or flight section of your brain, where all of our emotion is. And it's like one of those days where you wake up and you're just in a bad mood, and it doesn't matter what your spouse says, you're mad. Whatever they say or do, they did it wrong, right? It's like when you're in that lower brain, it doesn't matter what's going on around you, you're upset. But we also have our higher brain, which is our logical thinking brain. The part of our brain that can reason and think, and instead of getting upset when you're in traffic, if you're in the upper part of your brain, you're realizing that, okay, this is just cars moving or not moving on the freeway. It's not a big deal. It's not a huge thing. When you're in your upper brain, you can think of the logical side of things. You don't need to be so emotional about it. And that's kind of what my course teaches you, is how to get into that upper part of your brain, how to control the lower part of your brain better. That's kind of what my course and my coaching one-on-one is, what I coach you through in my coaching program. But anyway, when I am in my lower brain, I still struggle. Like, I am still like not super positive, I guess I should say. But when I stop myself and I get in that upper brain, I'm able to remind myself that, yes, I live with chronic pain. Yes, my neck hurts right now. Yes, my shoulders hurt. Yes, my muscles, every muscle in my body is aching right now. Yes, I'm shaking. And yes, I feel a little bit like I'm going to pass out and I should probably lay down. But I'm happy and I'm okay with that. And that's just physical symptoms of my body, and it's not a big deal. And when I'm in that upper part of my brain and I'm understanding that it's okay to be with chronic pain, that it's not a problem to live in pain, I am so incredibly happy. So, would I like to be healed? Of course. Would I like all my pain to go away through this new treatment I'm trying? Yes, that would be awesome. But will I be happy if I don't? Yes. Will I be happy if my pain gets worse after this? Yeah, I will. I can do it. I know I can. I can get to a place where I'm no longer angry at God or at my body for feeling physical pain, constant physical pain that really never goes away. I honestly don't remember what it's like to feel nothing, to feel no pain. Because even when I have good times, life goes like this, if you have chronic illness, that it's always up and down. It's always up and down. Even when I'm at the up parts, I still feel pain. Like it doesn't go away. But even if that upper part was lower and I could feel less good, I know that pain is just a physical symptom and that I can live with it and that it's not a problem. I can still do the things I want to do. I have this dream to be a YouTuber. Well, here I am. I'm doing it. I have a dream to be a mother. I'm doing that. And maybe I won't have the 8 kids that I had planned originally. Maybe I won't have a life full of adventure where I'm traveling and I'm doing all this crazy stuff. Maybe I'm totally happy just being home a lot of the time. Maybe it's okay to not travel ever. Maybe it's okay to sit on the couch part of your day. Maybe it's okay to feel a little depressed sometimes. Maybe it's okay to feel some anxiety sometimes. Maybe it's okay to feel some physical pain, to not sleep super well, to be fatigued. What if that wasn't a problem? Just something for you guys to think about today, something that's been on my mind, something I wanted to share with you. If I ever get healed and my pain goes away, great. If I don't, I'm still going to be happy. So that is why I don't really need to be healed. I can, and then God will have a different plan for me. But if this is my plan, I'm okay with that. I'll see you guys on my next video.